Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining me on a sure thing as we look ahead to midweek racing on the Poly at Hollywoodbets Greyville on Wednesday afternoon. There's an 8-race program to look forward to, but before we get to that, it would be remiss of me not to look back at the weekend's racing action at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth and congratulate all the winners of WSB Cape Town Midday. I think the day itself belonged to Team Snaith. They churned out winner after winner after winner, as well as winning the Cape's premier race meeting of the season. Congratulations to them, Richard Fourie, and the connections of 8 on 18. Mission accomplished for the 3-year-old to win the WSB Cape Town Met for 2025, and it's going to be interesting to see whether he is going to take his place as the curtain comes down on the season, the middle of February in the Cape Derby. But more about that when we get to that race meeting. Right now, let's see if we can find a few winners on Wednesday. Hopefully win the Hollywoodbet Punted Challenge selection. The first race is off at 12:35, so we need to have those selections on 5 minutes before that. Make sure you take the bet slip, because that is the one thing that puts you in line to win the big cash, were you to be the one person to correctly pick all the winners on the card. I'm going into the first race with a confident selection, and that's number 12, Roy's Grace. Now, she's been getting closer with each and every start. She got beaten ahead last time out. She ran on and she really fought hard all the way to the wire, but found one too good on the day. This time round, from the deepest draw, she's probably going to have to take a medicine and adopt the same tactics. Drop out and then really kick on in the closing stages. And with a bit of luck in running, I think possibly could get there to win it and take the lion's share of the prize money to be rewarded for consistency. So I'm going with 12, Roy's Grace, to win it, ahead of 3, 4 and 6. We move on to the second race on the program, which is also an open maiden. 12 runners plus 2 reserves over 1,200 meters. And here are a couple of them that one can sort of look at in terms of who we could side with in terms of being the winner. I'll start with number 1, Trent Maker now. This was at 2 runs to date, jumps from pole position. I think further improvement can be expected. Third time at the races to bring the magic, better than that last disappointing 2 runs. Number 7, Higher Love. The cheek pieces, I felt, did the trick last time out when this horse ran a much improved race. The cheek pieces fitted again, so let's see whether he carries through. Number 10, Fire Tiger. Also think further improvement can be expected, particularly with Gavin Larena on board. Then there's 11, River Dance. Now, this is the horse that I'm going to side with in race number 2. River Dance also been getting closer with each and every start. If one looks at that last form line, Magnum Magic went close next time out. I do feel that this horse's style of racing could possibly see it end up in the number 1 box, because if going to the front and racing up handy, could kick away at the top of the straight or shortly after turning into the home straight and tell the rest, come and catch me if you can, and stay on where it matters most as they hit the wire. So I'm going with 11, River Dance, to win it, ahead of 1, 12 and 7. Moving on to race 3 on the program, and race 3 is a D Stakes. Just 7 runners to contest the third race of the day, the opening leg of the Big Six. And I thought this was quite a competitive race because there are a couple with chances. Number 1, Brigade, finished second in its only run over the course and distance. But if one sort of get to 3 and 4, you'll realize that Alison Wright could have the final say in terms of the outcome of this race. She's got Purple Powerhouse and she's got Gorgeous Dude. Now, Purple Powerhouse, all 4 wins of this horse has come in the Poly. This horse is ideally course and distance suited, but is coming back from a bit of a break, and if not in need of the run, could make his presence felt. However, I'm going to side with number 4, Gorgeous Dude. Upton Dewem Gludwa on board. I do think that was a much improved last start when finishing third. Cotton One, who finished well behind it in 6th position, has subsequently come out and won, so that certainly gives that form line a boost. Hence the reason I'm going with 4, Gorgeous Dude, to win it, ahead of 3, 6 and 7. Moving on to race 4 on the card, an open maiden. 15 runners, 12 plus 3 reserves to be run over 1,800 meters. And here, if one sort of looks at this particular race, there are 1 or 2 that one can sort of lean towards in terms of who could possibly win this race on the program. I thought that number 5, City Lights, could be one of them because of the decent form. I thought 7, Gorgeous Butterfly, who will enjoy the step up in trip. Number 9, Call Me Harriet. That was a good last run. And Walkie Talkie has, of course, come out and frank that form line. If one looks at the Wolf, this horse has also got very good form and can improve with having only had 3 runs under the belt, and further natural improvement can be expected. And then there's 12, El Capitan. That was 2 good seconds since relocating to KZN. But while on the subject of relocating to KZN, I thought number 6, White Seahorse, certainly stands out on current form. Has been moved up to the Durban yard of Glenn Cotson. This, in fact, is his only runner on the day. This horse stayed on against winners last time out. He's now back in maiden company, and we do know that the Western Cape, that's strong form wherever you go, anywhere in the country. So 6, White Horse, to win the 4th race on the card, ahead of 12, 9 and 7. We move on to the 5th race on the program. Race 5 is a Class 4 for fillies and mares. Benchmark of 75 over 1800. 12 runners plus 1 reserve. And here you could also make a case for a couple of runners, like, for example, number 2, Sasha's Dream, getting closer. Second last time out, a horse that needs to be considered. Queen Amina went for that last time out. That was a very good post-maiden run, and I do think a big runner can run a similar type of race in this company. 5, Fireburst, better than that last run. Then there's number 8, Off Limits. That was a very good last run. This horse is also having blinkers fitted for the first time, so we can expect this horse to be much sharper and to get closer to the action. But when I got to number 9, Mocha Blend, I thought, no, I'm not looking any further. This horse to me stands out. That was an impressive win last time out, and that was only second time at the races. This horse is clearly a horse that's on the up, one that we're probably going to hear a lot more of in KZN. Frank Robinson, Gavin Larena, they team up, and I do think that this horse can follow up with another win, hence the reason I'm going with 9, Mocha Blend, to win it, ahead of 4, 2 and 8. We move on to race 6 on the card. Now race 6 is a Class 5 for fillies and mares to be run over 1200, and 9 runners will go to post. 2 drive by, always there or thereabout, but he is held on form by number 3, Mama's Baby. Now, Mama's Baby set the pace last time out. Will probably try similar tactics this time round. Just got one of it last time out. Should strip much fitter second run after rest. But on form, number 4, Quintasia, should finish ahead of number 3, Mama's Baby, because Quintasia is 2 kilos better off at the weights for a 1-length beating. This horse also has dropped to a more competitive rating, and with Rachel Vennick on board, I'm going to give the verdict to 5, Quintasia, to win it, ahead of 3, 8 and 6 in race number 6. We move on to race 7 on the program, and that's a C Stakes. 9 runners over 1200 meters, and this I thought was a very interesting race because there are a couple of them that come back from a break. For example, 1, Preemptive Strike, back from a 12-week break. Then there's 5, McDazzler, also back from a break. 6, Hippocrates, also back from a break. 9, Ice Kingdom, also back from a break. So you see, a lot of them may just need the run, or 1 or 2 of them may even come out fresh. However, having looked at them all, number 2, Voldemort, stands out for me as the horse they're all going to have to beat. Solid form, jumps from Stallgate 2. This horse was 4th behind subsequent winner Tyrconnell last time out. This horse is ideally course and distance suited, drops in class, has got everything going in its favour. So 2, Voldemort, to me, the one to beat, ahead of 6, 7 and 1. That takes us on to the last race of the day. It's a D Stakes, 12 runners plus 3 reserves. This race to be run over 1400 meters. The last race jumps at 16:45. And as I was going through it, I thought you could make a case for number 2, Al Dronk. This horse has got solid form. Likewise, number 5, Brass Bell. 2 of its 7 wins have come over the course and distance. There's McHardy. This horse ran on from well of the pace. This horse has also got good form. And then there's number 9, Lake Como, whose form also speaks for itself. That was a good second last time out. Does face similar company. A repeat of that could see it involved in the action, but I'm going with number 4, Porforio, to win it. Muzieni to round off the day. 4, Com Naidu. This horse has had 4 runs over this distance. 3 wins have come over 1400 meters. So this horse is ideally distance suited. This horse has got very, very consistent form. And I do think being back on the Poly will be a hard nut to crack. So I'm going 4 Perforio to win it, ahead of 5, 2 and 9. And that takes care of our preview for racing on Wednesday on the Poly at Hollywoodbets Greyville. Trust you'll have an enjoyable and profitable afternoon. Till next time from me, Rouvaun. Take care. Cheers for now.